Hello, today I'm going to talk on the relationship between dopamine, prolactin, and breast milk secretion. Sometimes for the junior students, it appears very confusing to relate among these factors, that is dopamine, prolactin, and breast milk secretion. So the headline is relation among dopamine, prolactin, and breast milk secretion. At first, the we know dopamine inhibit dopamine inhibit secretion of prolactin from the pituitary gland. The prolactin secreted from the pituitary gland stimulate milk secretion from the breast, that is stimulate lactation. So this is the main structure or main theme between these 3 points. Number one, the dopamine which inhibit prolactin secretion from the pituitary gland, and the prolactin that actually stimulate, positive means stimulate breast milk secretion. So if by any means dopamine release is increased in the patient's brain, or is there if there is any dopamine agonist is administered, that means the function of dopamine will be increased, and that increased dopamine will decrease the prolactin secretion, and the decreased prolactin secretion will decrease the milk secretion. So on the left we will put the dopamine agonist, and on the right we will put dopamine antagonist. Dopamine agonist, the most common example of dopamine agonist is bromocriptine. Bromocriptine is a dopamine agonist that act just like dopamine, and this dopamine will decrease secretion of prolactin from the pituitary gland, and this decreased prolactin will result in decreased breast milk secretion. That means bromocriptine result or effect of bromocriptine is decrease prolactin. So decrease breast milk secretion. Okay, and it is used in that clinical condition when breast milk suppression is needed, like a mother delivering stillbirth, or the mother whose newborn baby died. So it is used in milk suppression, like stillbirth. So on the left side, we finish that dopamine agonist just like dopamine that decrease the prolactin secretion, and decreased prolactin secretion will result in decreased milk secretion. And it is used in several conditions like uh, prolactinoma, that is prolactin secreting pituitary adenoma or pituitary carcinoma, pituitary tumor. And when any mother uh, deliver stillbirth or baby die due to any cause, and then the milk suppression is needed. On the right, dopamine antagonist, most common example of dopamine antagonist is metoclopramide. Actually, it is used as antiemetic agent. It is actually a dopamine antagonist, that is, it antagonizes the effect of dopamine on the pituitary gland and also elsewhere where dopamine D2 receptor is present. So this dopamine antagonist metoclopramide will decrease the effect of dopamine. That means the negative effect of dopamine on the prolactin secretion will be diminished. That means prolactin secretion will be increased. So increase prolactin secretion. Whereas the dopamine agonist like bromocriptine decrease prolactin secretion. And here the dopamine antagonist like metoclopramide increase prolactin secretion. And these increased prolactin secretion increase breast milk secretion. Increase milk secretion. So any patient taking long-term dopamine antagonist like metoclopramide or other agent like antipsychotic drug may develop galactorrhea. So clinical pearl is any antipsychotic agent, mind it, any antipsychotic agent, whether it is first generation or second generation antipsychotic agent, all the antipsychotic agent block dopamine D2 receptor. And by blocking this dopamine D2 receptor, prolactin secretion may be increased that may result in galactorrhea and gynecomastia also. Important point to note here, the first generation and second generation antipsychotic drug we know. The second generation antipsychotic drug are most importantly risperidone, quetiapine and chlorpromazine. These antipsychotic drugs are less likely to block dopamine D2 receptor. So they are less likely to produce galactorrhea or gynecomastia. This is the importance, clinical advantage of second generation, that is novel antipsychotic drug, over the first generation or conventional antipsychotic drug, which are more prone to block dopamine D2 receptor and thereby producing galactorrhea or gynecomastia. So this is all about dopamine, prolactin, and breast milk secretion. Don't be confused between making the relationship between these three factors. Thank you. Thank you very much.